Welcome back to our channel, dedicated viewers and passionate soap fans. Today is a magnificent day to dive deep into the treacherous, passionate, and ever-evolving world of Port Charles. Grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let us explore the explosive new developments that are about to change the landscape of our beloved daytime drama forever. The summer heat in Port Charles is reaching an absolute boiling point, and the latest revelations from General Hospital indicate that the intricate web of alliances, betrayals, and unexpected romances is about to become even more labyrinthine. At the center of this impending cataclysm are Jack Brennan and Nina Reeves, two incredibly complex individuals whose lives have just collided in the most dramatic and life-altering way imaginable. The spoilers tease a monumental shift in their dynamic, revealing that Brennan is about to feel an overwhelming, profound sense of indebtedness to Nina. This is not merely a passing gratitude. This is a foundational life debt that will fundamentally alter the trajectory of both of their lives and send massive shockwaves throughout the entire canvas of the show. To truly understand the magnitude of this shift, we must first examine the harrowing events that forged this unbreakable bond. The narrative plunges us into a high-stakes, life-or-death scenario where Nina inadvertently played a role in paralyzing Brennan. In a moment of sheer chaos and medical peril, a paralyzing agent was introduced, leaving the formidable Jack Brennan completely incapacitated and vulnerable. For a man who has always relied on his sharp intellect, his physical prowess, and his commanding presence to navigate the dangerous underworld of Port Charles, being reduced to a state of total paralysis is a psychological nightmare. However, the true testament to Nina's character emerged in the immediate aftermath of this terrifying mistake. Instead of succumbing to panic or fleeing the scene to protect herself, Nina made a conscious, courageous decision to stay. She deliberately withheld any further paralyzing drugs, recognizing the grave danger Brennan was in, and shifted her focus entirely to his survival. The situation escalated from a medical emergency to a full-blown fight for survival when Ross Cullum entered the fray. Cullum, a ruthless and determined adversary, arrived with the clear and singular intention of ending Jack Brennan's life. In a hospital room thick with tension and the looming specter of death, Cullum made his assassination attempt. It was in this precise, terrifying moment that Nina Reeves transformed from an accidental bystander into a fierce, uncompromising savior. With Brennan entirely defenseless, Nina stepped into the line of fire, utilizing every ounce of her willpower and resourcefulness to resuscitate him and thwart Cullum's lethal agenda. She literally pulled Brennan back from the brink of death, breathing life into a man who was moments away from taking his final breath. This single act of desperate heroism is the crucible in which their new relationship is being forged. But Nina's intervention did not stop at mere resuscitation. Recognizing that Cullum would inevitably return to finish the job if he discovered Brennan had survived, Nina orchestrated a brilliant and highly risky cover-up. Operating within the very walls of General Hospital, she utilized her immense wealth and influence to secure Brennan's ongoing safety. Nina systematically bribed key members of the hospital staff, ensuring their absolute silence and cooperation. She arranged for Brennan to be secretly transported to a hidden, secure room entirely off the official hospital grid. To further solidify this deception, she created a fictitious alias for him, a fake identity that would effectively render the real Jack Brennan a ghost. But this elaborate subterfuge highlights a side of Nina that we rarely see, a tactical, fiercely protective operator who is willing to break the rules and risk her own freedom to shield someone she cares about. Despite the monumental nature of her actions, Nina has been characteristically attempting to downplay her heroism. She tries to brush off her life-saving interventions and the dangerous cover-up as mere circumstantial necessities. She masks her deep concern beneath a veneer of casual detachment, refusing to acknowledge the profound emotional investment she has suddenly made in this dangerous man. However, her actions speak volumes louder than her deflections. The sheer amount of money she has spent, the incredible risks she has taken with the hospital administration, and the constant lingering worry in her eyes paint a very different picture. It is abundantly clear to anyone paying attention that Nina Reeves cares for Jack Brennan far more deeply than she is currently willing to admit, even to herself. This unspoken affection is entirely mutual, and for Brennan, the psychological impact of Nina's actions is nothing short of revolutionary. Jack Brennan is a man accustomed to being the predator, the mastermind, the one holding all the cards. To suddenly find himself completely helpless, staring death in the face, and to be rescued by a civilian woman whom he previously viewed through a very different lens, shatters his entire worldview. Nina has abruptly and undeniably become his personal hero. He is acutely aware that if it were not for her quick thinking, her bravery, and her financial resources, he would currently be lying in the Port Charles morgue. For a man entrenched in a world where loyalty and life debts are the ultimate currency, this realization is profound. He will never, ever forget what she has done for him, and this deep-seated gratitude is rapidly evolving into a fierce, unwavering devotion. Brennan's determination to repay this life debt is the catalyst for the explosive drama that is about to unfold. He recognizes that simply saying thank you is woefully insufficient. He needs to offer Nina something of equal, life-altering value. Knowing the deep emotional turmoil Nina has experienced, particularly concerning her strained relationship with her daughter, Willow Kane, Brennan sets his sights on the one man who currently stands as a massive impediment to their happiness and security, Drew Kane. Drew has become a formidable, often ruthless force in Port Charles, and his actions have repeatedly threatened the stability and peace of mind of both Nina and Willow. Brennan perceives Drew not just as an annoyance, but as a critical threat that must be systematically and permanently neutralized. The spoilers reveal that Brennan's first method of repaying Nina will be to provide her with devastating, unassailable blackmail material against Drew Kane. This is not going to be a minor indiscretion or a simple case of corporate embezzlement. The intelligence Brennan is gathering is rumored to be of a magnitude far greater than anything previously anticipated. We are talking about highly classified, deeply damaging secrets that could entirely dismantle Drew's public persona, destroy his business empire, and potentially lead to severe legal ramifications. Brennan is tapping into his extensive, shadowy network to unearth the darkest skeletons in Drew's closet, preparing to hand Nina a weapon of mass destruction that will allow her to eliminate Drew as a threat once and for all. Acquiring this level of explosive blackmail material is not without immense personal risk for Brennan. He is actively choosing to step back into the line of fire, exposing himself to potential retaliation from Drew's allies, law enforcement, and potentially even his own former associates. He is sacrificing his own leverage, utilizing favors and resources that he may need for his own survival, all for the singular purpose of empowering Nina. This level of self-sacrifice is a stark departure from the self-serving tactics usually employed by men of his caliber. It underscores the absolute sincerity of his gratitude and his desperate need to balance the cosmic scales between them. He feels an overwhelming compulsion to complete this mission, driven by the undeniable fact that Nina gave him the opportunity to live another day. By providing this ammunition to Nina, Brennan is not only giving her the means to protect herself, but he is also indirectly protecting Willow Kane. Nina's ultimate driving motivation in life is the love and safety of her daughter. By taking down Drew, who has become a chaotic and antagonistic force in their lives, Brennan is effectively acting as a silent guardian for Willow as well. He understands that the fastest way to Nina's heart is through the protection of her child. This strategic, deeply personal gift is designed to clear the path for Nina and Willow to potentially heal their fractured relationship, free from the toxic interference that Drew has been providing. It is a masterful, multi-layered act of devotion that proves Brennan understands Nina on a fundamental level. However, the destruction of Drew Kane is only the first part of Brennan's comprehensive plan to repay the woman who saved his life. The second method of repayment is far more intimate, deeply personal, and promises to set our television screens ablaze. As the immediate danger begins to subside and they spend more time together in the hidden confines of his secret hospital room, the dynamic between them is inevitably going to shift. The trauma they have shared, the intense vulnerability they have witnessed in one another, and the sheer adrenaline of their current situation are acting as a powerful, undeniable aphrodisiac. The air between them is thick with unspoken tension, and every interaction is laced with a growing magnetic pull. In conclusion, the upcoming episodes of General Hospital are guaranteed to deliver high-stakes drama, intricate psychological warfare, and a romance born from the ashes of a near-death experience. Jack Brennan's quest to repay Nina Reeves for saving his life from the clutches of Ross Cullum will result in the deployment of catastrophic blackmail against Drew Kane, forever altering the corporate and personal landscape of the city. Simultaneously, this profound life debt will blossom into a fiery, unexpected romance that will captivate audiences and redefine both characters. The summer in Port Charles is heating up in the most spectacular fashion, and we will be here to analyze, dissect, and celebrate every thrilling moment of Nina and Brennan's journey as they navigate the dangerous, passionate road ahead. Stay tuned, because the best is undoubtedly yet to come.